I'll tell you what, in stark contrast to the skills and expertise, it's been chaos in here for the last few minutes, getting you guys together. But welcome, everyone.
Hello.
The men's 8. We'll introduce everyone formally in a minute. Everyone with gold medals around their necks. So first up, haven't you gone quiet? It was so noisy when we had that. Can we just say official?
We're on our best behaviour.
Can we do the official thing,
Don't
which is you've all got gold medals. So congratulations, amazing achievement.
Who chooses which way to turn them round? Why have some of you got them?
Well, I think it should be this way around because this is sort of the Paris design. This little bit here is part of the Eiffel Tower. This side does look pretty cool, and I think this is typical for the last several Olympics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we just sort of.
So, Rory, when you flash that to someone and just say, "Do you know who I am?" That's the side you flash it. Shall we do the introduction?
Go on, let's do it. So, Rory, just hearing from there. Next to Rory is Sholto. Good morning, Sholto.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
How you doing? Next to me here is Harry, and then Morgan, and then Jacob on the end. Lovely to see you here this morning. And Naga and Charlie in the middle, because I have got that written down here.
We're the little people in the middle. And we've got Tom Ford, and then from left to right, and James and Tom Digby. Morning.
Morning.
Have you guys been together in a room since the Olympics?
Yeah, well, we had the week afterwards, so we were first week of the Games, so it's pretty special. So we had a whole week of going to fun events, partying a little bit.
And did you all hang out together?
Yeah. We're a close group. We like live and breathe together all the time.
So, OK, Tom...
Maybe in the morning it might have been.
So when you all went out and you'd got your medal, were you kind of flashing the medal and getting into places and having a cool time?
Occasionally, when it helped, yeah. Sometimes it helped get past a few queues and stuff, so it can be useful.
Now, eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed that you're the men's 8. The Cox is here, so that would normally be 9. Someone's missing.
Yeah, Charlie's having a great time in France right now.
he's just doing other things, is he?
Yeah, he's with people more important than us.
Yeah.
I think.
He's LeBron James. He was having like a proper deep conversation, I think, with LeBron James. So, some beach bar in France. So I think he's pretty content at the moment.
OK, he's living the moment.
He's also always late to everying. So if he was here, he wouldn't be on time.
Who wants to do it? I think. Should we show some of your winning race? Maybe have we got that ready? Can we show it?
Showing the finish.
Show
OK.
Not
Not the language. There's an insight, Jacob.
Yeah, it's...
So come on, give us a... So come on, you're 5-6 strokes from the end, and you go...
I think I'm trying to remember exactly what I said, because I did record it all, and I was literally like, 5 more, as hard as you can. Just 2 strokes, make sure you go through the line. Just go, go, go. And that was it, and then we crossed.
And so who wants to... Tom Digby at the back there. During the race, obviously, there are moments when it's clear at that point, presumably, what Cox is telling you got it in the bag. But early in the race, I mean, what do you know about what's going on?
Well, we've had a few races where we've had the Dutch historically in the World Championships have come back in the last bit of this, in the last 500 metres, and we tend to be out in front by that point. The same as our last race in Lucerne against the US, so the other medalists in the end. So I think the way we went into it was like we might be in a position to be dominant, but if we sort of let the momentum shift and the crews start coming back, that's when, you know, adrenaline starts to rise for the other crews and they get excited and they think they might be able to do it. So I think Harry was really, really on top of us because we made sure that we were just going to shut the door, is the phrase kind of we use.
Never give them any hope.
Yeah, if you give them a little bit, then they start to sniff.
So
and
are you the
more.
most ruthless of the pack?
Yeah, in short, you know, these guys train phenomenally hard and they race phenomenally hard as well. And I know how much effort and work goes into it, but even in the heat of battle, as it were, I've still got to be really ruthless and ask for more, even when I know that they're hurting.
Jacob, you were the one who went yes. As soon as I asked that question, give me an example of like the team dynamic and how kind of Harry gets you motivated.
No, I mean, I think exactly as Harry just said, like, we're all hurting and we're giving as much as we think we can at that time, but if there's a moment that comes where Harry needs more, we have to deliver. It's all about just doing the job. And Harry's phenomenally good at knowing the task at hand and what we have to do. You
don't just shout. You steer the boat.
I do steer the boat as well, yeah. And there's a lot of like race tactics in there. Because these guys have to be
laying down as much physical power as possible.
You don't look like ballerinas. You're going to have to explain that.
But it's trying to, like, every part of the stroke has to be sort of analysed, how we get our catches in together, how we move our bodies exactly in time.
Explain a catch.
The catch is when the blade goes into the water.
Right.
So that needs to be really sharp, so then the boat picks up together. So all 8 of us, like, move the boat in one. So
Can I ask James at the back there? You're a team, obviously. You work as a team, but you're all characters in you. You have your own things going on, presumably. As literally that morning, you're getting into the boat. Do you see signs in the others? You know, are you looking for little ticks, little, I don't know, things, little nervous things prepared?
Or rituals?
You must know each other really well.
I think everyone has their own little rituals before the race.
Like, what's yours?
Well, I listen to music. I was listening to a podcast actually before the.
What would that be? Can you share that with us?
I was listening to a history podcast. Actually, very
to get yourself pumped up.
I took myself completely out of the racing and all that. Just like just calm myself down. Because sometimes I don't want to actually get too amped up just before the race. I want to keep myself nice and steady before I go, and then the moment the race goes, I'm ready to.
Anyone else want to share what they're doing immediately? Sholto, what about you?
Honestly, I haven't got a clue. I can't remember what I was doing, to be fair.
You normally sleep.
Have a bit of sleep, just sort of stare out the window. Have a bit of a chat.
headphones in, game face. Like, I don't really speak to people on race day. Everyone sort of keeps away from me. I get.
Sholto turns
You're
into
the
a
moody
different
one.
person.
He turns. Go on.
I've got a nervous National Geographic that they say I read, so I'm just sitting there in the corner, like, reading National Geographic, trying to take it away from.
That's
take the head
fascinating
away
because
from
you're
me.
literally reading each other's moods. And are you watching on? Where are you in this mix?
Well, I'm terrified listening to music, but I'm trying to put on a facade that, you know what, this is all going to just breeze by. We're going to win. Like, it's fine. So I'm putting on a facade of just radiating confidence, but inside I'm
You
dying.
can't say that because they don't need to. Morgan, you seem the one who just observes and kind of takes it all in.
Well, from this interview.
Yes.
I don't want to jump in on anyone. It's the same in any meetings we have in the boat. We have meetings like after every session, and I like to sort of take in what everyone's saying and let them say their bit and sort of think about what I'm going to say before.
So are
jumping
you
in.
the wise one in the group?
In some ways, we all bring our own little bits of wisdom. I've been rowing for like 17 years, so I like to think I bring some wisdom, but we've all come from different sort of areas of rowing, so we all have our own little niches of information that are useful to the sort of group.
As a group, when you're all together, like, who's the tallest, by the way?
Charlie. The one that's not here.
I bet you've never heard that before. It must feel quite
Unnecessary.
nice. It can be your eighth member.
We can get you out in the boat. We can get out on the quay here.
There's a lot of rowers out in the boat here. Can I ask Tom at the back, Tom Ford? You stayed relatively quiet during the course of this interview. People have noticed. Where do you fit within the group?
Well, so I'm the stroke of the 8, so I sit just in front of Harry.
I noticed you've taken that very literally, which is the
didn't mean
position
that.
in the boat. I sort of meant in the dynamic
sorry,
of
the
the
dynamic.
team.
Well, I'm the old guy. I'm the oldest. Yeah. So I'm the. Let's say I'm the wise one, actually. Yeah.
Oh, you took that.
Yeah, I'll take it from him.
The veteran.
He is older, so.
Yeah. So.
What's the age? What's the age? Who's the youngest? Who's the eldest? Do you mind sharing your actual ages?
I'm the youngest here. I just turned 26. So it's because me and Harry were the new guys coming in, and all the other guys were returning Olympians from the 4s, spares, and 8s.
Okay, so 26, youngest. And do you mind?
31.
Oh, so there's not that much difference.
No, but it feels like a lot.
Well, you're history mate. I mean, obviously you've made history because you're all Olympians, but your family's made history.
Yeah, so my sister also competed, so she got a bronze medal in the women's 8 as well. So, yeah.
Happens next to the race course where we're sort of doing bursts and everyone's getting warmed up. And we were watching the women's 8s go past, and Tom obviously was like looking out desperate to see how Emily had done. And I could my eyesight's actually not that good, which isn't fab considering I'm steering the boat, but I could just about make out on the sort of big screens by the grandstand, like I could see, maybe that's Great Britain third. And like Tom was like, how did they do? How did they do? And I was like, and he was like, come on. and then he tried a bit harder in the rest of the warm-up. He was a bit more fired up.
What a day for your family.
Yeah, no, it was. It was very emotional. I actually found out from my mum the other day that she, once my sister Emma crossed the line and got third, she was like, she relaxed a little bit and was like, pressure's off a bit. And I was like, brilliant, cheers. Yeah, so I think my dad's only just stopped crying, to be honest. So,
Who's the most emotional one out of all of you?
We didn't actually know that, to be fair, because we're all quite unemotional in a lot of our training. But then we had a really big meeting. I think was it 4 days before?
2 days.
2 days before the final.
Yeah.
And our coach brought together his Sydney 8 who won in 2000. So our coach is an Olympic gold medalist.
Of course.
And he brought together his whole Sydney 8 and they all recorded a little message basically saying, I don't know why we're giving you advice, we're really old and this was ages ago, but also just saying what the emotions we're going to go through and how we should approach it. Then after that, our coach got us to all talk about what the Olympics meant to us. And then it was like carnage in there. It was, everyone started crying.
We were all crying.
And all of a sudden, my friends who I thought weren't emotional, suddenly Gibbs is crying next to me, and I'm like...
I raced in Tokyo with Sharks and we came fourth, and it means a lot to us. We put a lot of our energy and time into this, and that was an awesome meeting. And I just remember being like, in Tokyo, and I just want to do our best. But I think most of us were crying. So
I think it showed how much it meant to all of us. So then when it came to the big event, we were ready to there was that complete trust, and we could just raise our game to the next level.
There's also just so many emotions in the build-up. So it was a great move by a coach, sort of to release the valve a little bit. And you left that meeting feeling like slightly lighter on your shoulders, being like, right, okay, cool. The emotional part, we can get back to focusing rather than like letting that build up and build up. So
I'd say to add to that, we've got 8 guys in the boat, 9 including Harry as the cox, but then Steve Trapmore, our coach, is the 10th man, so it'd be awesome if he was here tonight. He's been a massive part of our project, and
I think you guys are going to have quite a big night tonight.
Yeah, enjoy the concert.
The show, which is celebrating all of you, will be going out tomorrow. So thank you so much for coming in early for us this morning.
I feel very spoiled to be surrounded by Olympians. We have been gold Olympians all day, but thank you all for the joy you have brought us as well, because so many people are bereft missing the Olympics. So thank you.
Thank you for having us.
That's all from the chaos of BBC Breakfast this morning in the best possible way. We're back tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Bye-bye.